Good evening. My name is Joe O'Hara. This is FTE-217 Week 2 assignment. Today is 20 March 2024, and the first part of our assignment, we had to show our firearm fully disassembled. And here is my AR-15 as I received it, fully disassembled. Some of the smaller parts I did leave inside the bags because I didn't want to lose any of those tiny pins or springs associated with them. See there, I'm about to lose a spring. So this is everything I had received from SDI. Next part of this assignment, part 2, was to choose 6 parts from the AR-15 and explain describe their function and identify the steps in their cycle, or where they fall into the cycle of operation. All right, so first one that I had chosen on the random number generator was number 49, the forward assist pawl. That is this piece right here. It's the forward assist, and what this does is it pushes your bolt forward if it doesn't go in there naturally. Sometimes the bolt will kind of get hung up along the when you're putting your round into the chamber, it'll get hung up on the barrel and stuff like that. And so sometimes you just got to kind of give it a little extra push to fully chamber that next round. I don't feel that this is a very good part on the firearm, because something that should not need an extra push, you should not force something that doesn't need to be forced. So that's just my take on this this part. Some people might think it's very necessity. It's a necessity. The next part that I had chosen, or that the random number generator chose, was number 9, the bolt cam pin. And the bolt cam pin actually is inside the BCG, the bolt carrier group, and the bolt cam pin is what helps, or it's what rotates your pin or your cam to your lock and your unlock position. So the bolt cam pin helps rotate it into the lock position, and then once it's fired, it helps rotate it into the unlock position to unchamber that spent casing. Next one I got was the firing pin retaining pin, which is also inside the BCG or bolt carrier group. And this pin actually holds your firing pin inside your BCG, so it can't get blown out from the recoil of that round being shot off. And that's also under the firing the firing cycle of sequence. And the reason why I put it under firing, because it has to deal with the firing pin itself. Next one was number 37, the ejector port cover pin. I understand that this is not an actual, it does not fall under the cycle of operation, but it does hold a port. It is part of the ejecting portion, I feel, because this is what holds your ejector cover on to the firearm. And so I put that, it doesn't fully sit under the ejector part, but I did file it under ejector for that cycle of operation. Next was the bolt. So that is obviously on the bolt carrier group, and it's the main mechanism for the bolt carrier group. And that one there, has several different parts or several different pieces to the cycle. So it'll chamber you around, it locks it into place inside the chamber, it fires it, it'll unlock it, it extracts that empty casing out of there, it ejects that round out, and then it cocks and prepares for the next round, and then the cycle begins all over again. So the bolt inside the BCG is it falls under pretty much all the cycles of operation, because that's your main one. I'm not sure, you could almost put that under feed as well, because it's going to pick that next round up off of that magazine, and then as it's chambering that round into the chamber and preparing it to lock it. So yeah, I guess you could say it does everything as well. So it'll pull it off the feed, chamber, lock, fire, unlock, extract, eject, and then recock that your firing pin and your hammer for your next round. And then the last one that I got was number 33, the disconnector. The disconnector is a vital component, and it's adjacent to the trigger. And this is what kind of stops your hammer from actually from going into full auto. And that's this little piece right here. So this here is your disconnector, and this is part of your firing sequence, and that's what it does.